beginning. Hi. Wow, that was funny. Okay. Literally, did you hear me just... This is already my second attempt at this thing. Can we please... I clicked the X button. What is going on here? Okay. No. Can it please just work? Okay. So. Yes. We're doing this again, apparently. So. Ravens at Chiefs. Ravens at Chiefs. I'm pretty sure that's how it is considered to be. The second team is the home team. Like, how can you tell whether it's a home game or not? Like, but location. Yes, of course. They're playing at Arrowhead Stadium. What? You know what's so funny? I don't know which stadium that is. That's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are the home team. So my formatting is correct. Packers. I did predict the Chiefs. I did predict it in my community post before the game. I didn't know that there was gonna be... What? It's really gonna... It's gonna do that every time I click into a box. Oh wait, no. Okay, I didn't know that there was a Friday game. Man, why? I didn't look at it. Oh, come on. I didn't actually predict the Packers-Eagles game. So, unfortunately, I'm just going to have to give myself the forced L on this one. Like, I could have seen myself picking the Packers before. Like, basically, like, I made my tier list of NFL teams, and I had the Packers over the Eagles. And then TFG made his power rankings, and he had the Eagles over the Packers. So, like, I mean, I could have picked either one. I'm pretty sure I would have picked the Eagles, but I'm not just going to give myself a free win. Like, I can't just say, oh, I would have picked the team that actually won. So, that's just too bad. Time to type all this stuff. Yeah, dang it. I'm probably going to put even less effort into it this year than I did last year because I actually have a job. Well, actually, last year I did have a job and school. So maybe, but I have less free time still. So, Texans, Colts, Cardinals, Bills, Titans. Yeah, I'm probably going to base most of these rankings on just like the TFG stuff, but I'm not going to actually go back and look at his rankings. I'm just going to do it off the top of my head and see how it goes. My percentage might end up worse this year than last year, which is going to be really sad. But we'll see. Maybe I will get better at predicting. We'll just have to see. Cuccaneers. I almost typed that. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, hopefully I typed that in correctly, so we don't even need this other window open, right? So let's do this. Where's the? I keep forgetting where I'm supposed to do this. Oh, it's right here. Um. Okay, I don't know why this is not working. Uh, uh, oh, it's because I have to type this. The actual winner was the Eagles. All right. What? What is this? Why is this not working? Oh man, I have to retype the formula. If something equals something, I think it's because they're in the wrong columns or something. If something equals something, if this equals this, if this equals this. So I'm pretty sure what was supposed to put in the reference is I'm supposed to put this. That should be it. All right. That was funny. I'm gonna switch this off. Wow. Um, Packers Saints, Panthers Saints. So I'm just gonna do what I did last year and like all the obvious ones. Now, so it's not quite as obvious because it's the beginning of the season, but I'm just basing it on, well, probably like 80% TFG's rankings and maybe 20% my own tier list that I made in the off season. I made my own tier list of NFL teams, so I'll just kind of base it on that. But then again, it's all going to be from memory and off the top of my head, so that's fun. Panthers Saints. Well, TFG was pretty low on the Saints and the Saints, and slightly higher on the Panthers, but still had them above the Saints. But I am going to lean towards last year. Like them not really being much different from last year. I'm just gonna pick the Saints. So yeah, Vikings, Giants. Oh well, that's pretty easy. I guess I'm just really low on the Giants. Oh, whoopsies. Wow, that is a free one right there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go Falcons. And ooh, I think Texans. I literally put the Texans as my third best team in my list because I wanted to have a hot take. I wanted to have something that wasn't just like every team is the same as last year. So I was like, I'm gonna put the Texans as a Super Bowl contender. So we'll see how that ages. Well, Bills are still better than the Cardinals, pretty obviously. Let's go Bears. Jaguars, Dolphins. I think I had in my power rankings that the Jaguars would be kind of lower, like they would take a step back. So I'm gonna go with and Dolphins are good in the regular season. Nice talking point that's repeated over and over again. We're going Seahawks. They're still, even though I'm lower on them, the Broncos are still terrible. So, wow, this is going way faster than I was expecting. Probably because I'm putting way less effort into it. Raiders, Chargers. I'm gonna kind of go off of TFG's analysis. Well, I don't know, or should I just go off of Justin Herbert, therefore Chargers? Oh, that one I can't decide what to go with on that. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting game. I don't believe in Deshaun Watson. Cowboys. Like, TFG thinks the Browns have like a top 2 roster in the league. But like with Deshaun Watson at quarterback, I don't. Yep, I'm literally basing my entire analysis on quarterback again, aren't we? Aren't we? He had the Browns ranked above the Cowboys. I'm gonna just stop basing my analysis on only quarterback, because that's boring and that's lazy. Commanders, Buccaneers. The Commanders are terrible, according to TFG. He has them as the worst ranked team. Number 32. Rams, Lions. I'm going to be boring and choose the Lions based on TFG's rankings. Also, my list had the Rams taking a step back, so it's not like, yeah. Jets, 49ers. Ooh, that's going to be an interesting one. TFG's third and fifth ranked team. He was very high on the Jets. For some reason, I was like, maybe they'll be a playoff team. But I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is really going to just go back to being his old self. I mean, we haven't seen the old Aaron Rodgers for like 2 years. So quarterback is the only analysis I have to offer. Of course. Great. But then again, the 49ers could take a step back from last year because they had some losses. Okay, well, we have like 3 tough ones here at the end, I guess. This is a song that exists. I'll just pull that down. Okay. Oh, can I stop? Anyways, I kind of like the song. TFG thinks the Chargers roster sucks. He thinks the Raiders will be like a tough, risky team. Great analysis. Well, I'm not being sarcastic about his analysis. I'm just saying that's kind of surface level analysis. But he had more to say than just that. But that was like his overall impression of the teams. He thinks the Browns have an extremely good roster, and then Deshaun Watson, whoever the heck he is at quarterback. And the Cowboys are really good in the regular season. Nice talking points that everybody makes. He thinks the Jets are extremely good. And he thinks the 49ers are a little bit worse than last year, but he still thinks they're a Super Bowl contender. So let's see. I think like the general public would probably pick the Chargers just because of Justin Herbert. So for that reason, I'm going to be like, I'm just smarty pants listening to TFG, who thinks the Raiders are actually a little bit better. Wow. Dude, I'm like purposely ignoring quarterback as my main reason for picking a team. Like I was gonna choose the Cowboys just because I don't believe in Deshaun Watson. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just going to actively go against that inclination and just say no. The Browns have a better roster, so it doesn't matter. As long as they get average quarterback play, they'll still be better. And then this one, well, I don't need that reminder anymore. Okay. Now, what's my analysis on this game? I'm really excited for the NFL season to start. Finally. Such a long wait. Really interesting storylines. Wow. And what are we going to have for this game? I just don't. I was not a believer in the Jets until I watched the TFG deep dive. But even after that, it's like, okay, TFG thinks the Jets have a top 2 roster or something like that. So, I guess we'll go with his analysis on that. he knows a lot more than I do. He made a convincing case that the Jets have a good roster, and then he thinks Aaron Rodgers will be back to his old self. But even if he's just like the 10th to 15th best quarterback on a really good Jets roster, they should still be a very good team. So, plus it's boring to just pick the 49ers since I basically picked the 49ers to win every game last year. And I'm not gonna base my picks entirely on what I actually think is gonna happen. Sometimes I might just make a pick just for the fun of it, or just to be different, or just to have a hot take. And I don't care. I don't care that that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it that way because I want to, because I just want to have fun with it. So I'm just gonna choose the Jets. And there we go. I wonder if I have any really surprising ones in these. The Raiders might be or the Saints. But then again, the Saints and the Panthers are both kind of terrible. The Vikings, I had the Vikings very low on my tier list. But I probably had them lower than the Giants. But watching TFG's video, I realized they have a really good offense. Do they have one of the best set of weapons in the league, offensive weapons or something like that? I was just basing my entire analysis on my tier list on the quarterback. I was like, they have the 32nd best quarterback in the league, so therefore they suck. But it's not that simple. But anyways, so yep, those are my predictions. It's just really too bad that I couldn't predict this game in time. That sucks. But yeah. So week 1. Thanks for watching.